Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Morning on the mic. Wake up, tap in, baby. The Morning Mac Show. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash. Pages in your hand. Big news, small laughs. Right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that right. Listen close, now it's time to ride. Scene with a grin I preach. Hot take in the mix, but it still can't reach. Caller on the line, laughs in every room. From your front porch chair to your work day Zoom. Hands up, now the countdown's done. One bright moment and here we come. Strings rise high, horns cut through. This one's for you. The Morning Mac Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Mac Show. Take the day by the throat.
And we back. What up, gang? Y'all in here, please like, share, subscribe. You watching on YouTube. What up, Trey Money?
What's up, bro? What's going on, funny man? You in here off the early. You ain't had to work yesterday?
Oh yeah. Yep, yeah, I had to work.
Oh,
but
okay.
I took a slight nap.
Okay. All right, well, you're here. Whatever. You're here early. All right, I'm rocking with that as soon as the countdown happens. All right, cool.
And then he got
You
some
you
people
working on
tapping in
something?
today. You know, it's Thursday. They even talking about Thursday all week. He got some videos he want to share, he want to talk about. So yeah,
All
make
right.
sure you send them to me, Dave, because you sent the
Yeah.
hundreds. I don't know which one to share, so you're gonna have to resend me the one you actually want me to share.
Put a caption on the two. Say like, this is the one I want you to share because I'll be sending
Oh, now
videos.
you asking too much.
And
See, now you're confusing them, Trey. I don't want to
oh
confuse you.
shit! All right, let me lay
Just
off.
send the one you want to share.
I don't business. Just focus on that one.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Get the video. Yeah.
Brother man.
What's
What
up,
up,
Austin
brother
Early?
man?
What's up, Slim?
First
Whatever
one
page
in
you
here
like it
today.
from, show some love with us. Thumbs up or something. Get that algorithm going for us.
They turn that intro fat. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yes,
our
sir.
boy Al. Alan just popped in too.
What's up, Slim?
What's up?
Kings and
Queens,
queens and in
queens,
between.
women,
That's what I'm
queens.
saying. All
What up,
good.
Al? How long you got to the Boosie event?
Hopefully, it's a good day for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good day for you.
Hopefully.
The weather's decent. Hopefully, it don't rain today.
Morning on the
Oh,
mic.
shit. We've been coming back on that
King
bitch.
of all
Tap in, baby.
things that made it.
Morning Mac
All right,
Show. The
finally.
morning Mac Show.
Reese L.
Yeah. Coffee on the dash,
How's
pages in your
good?
hand, big news, small laughs, right at your command.
I'm excited for next week, Slim. I
I'm
feel it
excited
building
for
up.
next week.
Yeah.
Look,
You got
you
time.
know it's Slim. Look,
Mhm.
check it out, y'all.
Every time you know it's Slim. What up, Ron and
Look.
John?
What's up, bro?
Uncle E on the job, man. Uncle E
He
over there
working.
doing
He
the
working.
paint job. Look like he about done now. Just cleaning up. I don't do a little bit of everything, man. He Uncle Ruckus, man. They got 100 jobs.
Look. Sly Time met me yesterday. Look, I had to give my little montage, and he got me my little gift box for Mother's Day. It was so sweet because he was thinking about me every step of the way. He got me a new cup that I drink my water and my drinks and stuff out of. One of them, I got a new Stanley cup and it's blue. He gave me a blue blanket to throw over me because he know I'll sit in a chair and fall asleep. He gave me some blue footies, and it's came in this box, and he gave me this blue candle, and it smells good, and this little blue bath bomb thing. It was so sweet. When we got back yesterday, he was already here, and he was there yesterday. So yes, it was so sweet. So I'm gonna take it with me to North Carolina because it's the blanket for the car. I mean, I'm gonna use it like to put over me if I get cold and stuff. So I was like, oh, this is nice. It feels nice and good too.
Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your date felt rough, we could fix that wreck.
Everybody else coming in. Welcome to the house.
Now it's time to
What's up, Phil?
one more
What's up, Phil?
What up, Phil?
strings come up.
Everybody flying here like early today. Everybody must be on the move.
You already know.
They
Trying to make that.
Let it roll.
That's one thing I realized was the perks of a morning show is seeing people like on the go at work, doing stuff in the car. Like, so that's cool. I like that. What's up, Kyle?
Cal. What up,
Yeah.
Cali Cal? My man LA JP. What up, Slim? Y'all better be careful out there, boy. You know he gonna call it out. That's LAJP right there. Tazzy Taz in here too.
What's up?
What up, Taz? You know you gotta let me know when you send me a video to share, and it is a cap on the video. We try to keep them at least 2 to 3 minutes or under. You send me a 10-minute video, boy. That's
Oh wow.
Nah.
we're gonna lose all the viewers. We start sharing that unless you give me some timestamps. Like you say, hey Maul, just share like
This
from
part.
1 minute to 2 or 2 to 4 minutes, or we can cut it there. You know, how we do shit, break it down, like stop right there, then we'll talk about it. Stop right there. So yeah, just let me know, Taz. I got you.
And I do apologize
Okay.
to everybody for me being late today, but I had the nurse. I had
That's
to,
good.
yeah, it was medical stuff.
Yeah, it's all good. We ain't even we roll with us. You good?
Cause I was up ready to go, but then I got they called, so
all
you
good.
know.
All good. We rolling with it.
Uh-oh.
Take the day by the throat. Hit me when the world feels slow. The morning
Everybody tap in here. Everybody tap in the comments. Tap in on the panel and ask questions of the day. Yeah.
breaking down the city.
Yeah, I need some of these for the show. Yeah, okay. And social media created a generation mentally. Damn, that's crazy. That's a good question. It's solid. Has social media created a generation that's mentally drained from constantly comparing their lives to everyone else's highlights? However, we starting to think of ladies first on every subject, so we can get to the ladies and start a little change in structure. So, Reese, since you're the lady, you know that's on here at the moment, of course, queen of the show, we want to start with you.
Okay. Now break it because I'm on the phone and it says has social media.
All good. I repeat it to you. Has social media created a generation that's mentally drained from constantly comparing their lives to everyone else's highlights?
I you know what? That's a good question because we see so much content. I believe yes, because I know I see so much that I get mentally drained, not even comparing. I get mentally drained just trying to keep up. So if you get mentally drained, yeah, I believe because it's so much to absorb. And this is just my opinion only. I don't know because if my mind might move a little slower than the younger generation because y'all are a little sharper than my a little faster. But I would believe so. Like I said, I have sometimes a hard time just keeping up with what's real and what's not real and what comparisons is real comparisons or AI comparisons because there's so much information and I got to take it a little bit at a time or my brain will overload.
Brain will overload.
Brain will overload. We don't want that to happen. Need you stop for the 23rd. We don't need that shit. Come on.
Oh, baby, you already know. You already know. That's why I'm in the house today, nursing myself. And the Zyrtec is really working, y'all. So.
That's what's up. I'm glad you're getting it clear. You got Phil, you got David on the screen. You can call on one of the guys next.
Okay.
When the women are done, when the women are done, they'll hand it off to the next available guy that's on the panel.
Okay, cool. I like that. Switch off. Okay. When the person done it, switch it off. Now I'm gonna go to Phil because I know I'm not the only because I don't want to be the only old head on here that get a brain overload. So
Thank you, Reese, for sharing that.
Go ahead, Phil.
What's the question again? I'm old. I can't remember shit.
I got y'all. That's my job. No problem. Has social media created a generation that's mentally drained from constantly comparing their life to everybody else's highlights? That's a good ass question.
I'm not gonna say they mentally drained. I think they may be mentally disillusioned. I mean, as far as comparing their life to other people's lives, social media, everything you see on social media ain't true. So they might be sitting there comparing their life to something that's not even real. So, I mean, your life is your life. Your life is what you make it. So I'm not gonna sit there and say that they're emotionally drained. I think they may be emotionally disillusioned, or they emotionally putting too much on themselves because of social media.
Okay, that's solid
Yeah.
enough.
I see it also at the bottom say not enough, not doing enough, not living enough. Why not me? Always comparing, never satisfied.
Oh, that's
Um,
complaining.
yeah, and it looked like the pictures that they seeing is people with nice cars, nice bodies on vacation on boats. I see somebody saying living my best life. Uh, so it seemed like from the poster, that's the stuff that's getting them draining, seeing other people living a great life. Who you calling on, Phil? Who net?
I want to go with Funny Man Green.
Funny man.
Hey,
Oh,
what's
yeah,
up?
they living in social media. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says
David, don't start that shit, David.
it's well, I'm not froze yet, but yeah, it says social media created a generation that's mentally drained from constantly comparing their real life to everybody else highlights. Um, I mean, that's to me a yes and no question. I, everybody either needs or wants that mental escape or whatever. You know what I mean? Whether it's social media, whether it's music, whether it's this. Um, Social media gets blamed for a lot. But if there wasn't social media, then you know, I mean, people would be watching videos and want to be that rapper, want to be that singer, want to be this or whatever like that. No, it's just that social media nowadays is more easy access. You know what I mean? Like you know, I mean, you can get on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and whatever outlet there is or whatever. But like I said, I mean, I don't really blame social media because you know what I mean, like you know what I mean, there's all kinds of even if there wasn't TV, people was listening to the radio and wanting to be that person. This is this no, so it's you know what I mean, people is going to want to be or mimic or whatever like anybody whatever because you know what I mean, you know what I mean, especially if somebody's going through something or you know what I mean, everybody needs that mental escape or whatever, you know what I mean, whether it's comedy, whether it's music, whether it's you know what I mean, dancing, you know what I mean, whatever, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It can either be you know what I mean, sex or whatever like that. You know what I mean? You know, some people watch porn, though. You know, imagine, you know what I mean, they're porn stars. I mean,
I feel you on that.
it's all about that mental. I mean, it's you know, like I said, people every once in a while need to escape reality.
I feel you on that. If you're done with your sentiments, I'm gonna hit on some of these comments real quick. Alan says,
All right.
Alan says that nigga Green always say yes or no to every question. It's always been like that. That's the phrase keeping up with the Joneses mean. Social media has just made it bigger. It's always
Yep.
been like that. It's always been like that. Highly recommended heavy metal detoxins. The sickness isn't normal. And Alan was saying, Reese, don't nobody know you late, so pretty much you ain't got to tell nobody. Yeah, he said, don't nobody know you late, and I don't even cash up for nobody shit, Josh. So forget that $5. Butterman said, I don't compare myself to no one. A lot of people life is messed up or fucked up. In my opinion, he said, stay humble and true to yourself. That's solid.
I like
The music
that.
is
I
fitting
like
behind
that.
it. It's good and bad, says Kyle. For me, I just see other versions of divine winning in life, so it's just motivation and love on my end. That's what's up. That's cool. The problem isn't just the app. The problem isn't just the app. It's the constant pressure to look successful, look attractive, look happy, look important. That's pressure. That pressure mentally drains people without them even realizing it. Says Alan. That's deep. All right, y'all giving some solid comments. All right, I can dig that. At the same time, social media can inspire, motivate. I love the flip side, Alan. At the same time, social media can inspire, motivate, and connect people when used the right way. But when validation, likes, and attention become tied to self worth, it becomes, it stops being important and starts affecting mental health. It starts to turn sour. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Taz? Taz says social media has created a generation where some people have a false identity of themselves. Anything can be misused. Social media is what we make of it. Well, I'm sorry, what we make it out to be, says Kenny. Solid as
I got, oh,
thank you, Al. Solid ass answers, y'all. I like that.
I got a question, y'all. When
Let me answer
with social
real
media,
quick. Hold on. Let
Okay.
me
Everybody ain't finished answering
make sure everybody can answer. Then we got after that we got 10, 15 minutes of open dialogue or however long go energy wise. I want to answer real
okay.
quick if you don't mind. Has social media created a generation that's mentally drained from constantly? I feel like for those that haven't had somebody bless them with opening their third eye, making them aware of the game. You know, when they're still in the game, when you're still in the box, your mind is still in certain uh, spaces in terms of thoughts. When somebody pour something into you to open your third eye and start having you go down that rabbit hole, that everybody that knows what I'm talking about will know what I'm talking about. When you have somebody bless you to be able to like venture down that rabbit hole and start to open up doors for yourself, is when you remove all of that. Because I think everybody was kind of like, oh shit, I want that, or I wish I was, but when you wake up from it, you kind of release that, in my opinion. What's up, Molly?
I definitely agree. I think it's hurting a lot of the kids, and it's sometimes affecting the adults these days. I hear a lot of people saying that, oh, I ain't get enough views, ain't nobody liking my stuff and things like that. And a lot of times they don't understand how social media work. It's the algorithm, so they want you to pay so people can start seeing your stuff. But I seen it, a lot of people feel like they ain't getting support from the friends and their families and people that love them because
Yeah.
social media got other people, seeing they post and see how many likes and comments they got, people getting to competition. They start to see, oh, I see y'all can like they pictures. Cause now on Instagram, if you go to a post, nigga, they had Trey and Reese with a heart over it and let me know, oh, Reese and Trey like this post. So
Yep.
if I was a person like, felt jealous, or I'd be like, damn, Trey and Reese like these people post, but I go to my page, I'm like, they ain't like shit. They don't
Uh-huh.
like nothing that I post, and it started to wear on people. People be stressing about it. And it's like, what the hell? Like, what is likes? It's like, is we really
Right.
that serious? Like, we worrying about how many likes we get, how many comments we get. We worrying about, oh, you can be in a relationship with somebody and they be like, well, you see this couple, they stay on vacation. Like, we don't even know these people, just like they see kids having these parties. Now you ready to have a party for your kid. They want to do all this extra shit because they seen somebody else do this or they baby shower. They having 6-month-old parties now. It's just like everybody in competition. They want to drop a
Mm.
bag. They want to show money. And I don't mind if they do it. Just like if other people watching, just understand that that don't mean that's they lifestyle. They can
Right.
be on
Right.
the front. The internet is for pretend. You ain't on there as a real person. You're on there as a character, but you got a lot of people on there, they take it as the real world and the only world they know. I know some people that's all they do is social media. And it's cool if you make money on there, but it's like sometimes you need a break to get back to reality. Start getting back to real people, getting real people that like you, actually make comments to you in the real world. But people just waiting for comments on Instagram, and if they get something that's negative, they whole day fucked up. Somebody can just come on your page and you don't even know them. They can be like, "You a piece of shit. You lying." And they be going off. So I be seeing the arguments about LeBron and Jordan. It's just so much. So I definitely think that it drains these kids a lot, and it caused them to commit suicide. All this weird stuff now, man, because they've been emotionally drained and pulled left to right. So I definitely agree that it's draining these kids out here. Riri, back to you. What was your you had a question for?
Yeah, my question was like, but I got two now that you said that mentioned the hearts and
Okay.
stuff. Sometimes I don't see other people's stuff, so that don't mean I don't like other people's stuff. Like
Yeah.
I just see like what
Right,
pops up
right.
or whatever I see at that time. I don't get like notification like that, and I can see everybody. So if I like something that Trey is doing, that don't mean I don't like what Molly doing. All that means I haven't seen Molly. Because well, my folks, I'm a love, like, and share, and then a lot of times I will leave a comment, you know. But so that heart, with people getting depressed and stuff about the heart and about not having enough likes and followers, sometimes people don't see that. And I was wondering, this is my first question. What I was saying, I was wondering, is social media supposed to be like they be posting all this other stuff? Is it supposed to help motivate people, or is it depressing the people? Because you see, you like Alan said, you trying to keep up with the Joneses. That could be depressing. You trying to keep up with the Joneses, and then because we on the outside looking in, and we don't see all the problems that the Joneses really got. All we see is this fake, fictitious stuff that they want to glamorize through social media, like in the videos, and they be making the videos holding all of this money and guns and all that stuff. That money be fake, and so do the guns. But for somebody that don't know, you looking in and you don't know that this stuff is fake. They wild and that ain't real jewelry. They ain't really flossing or whatever like that. They don't know. They're messing with people, a mind, an illusion, and perception of things. That shows they going how deep this is. So, and it's a money grab. Like you said, the algorithm, they want you to pay. So how is it that I ain't got no algorithm, but if I pay $20 a day, they can get me to thousands and thousands a day? That's because they controlling it. It's money. You're right. It absolutely money. Molly, I don't know if you remember a few years ago when that guy came on the show and said that he can get us thousands of people, and he wanted a couple of hundred from us. He started off with like 1,500, and I was like, no, that ain't our budget. And you told me that that's a scam, that they'll get you the followers and the views, but it'd be robots or something. You said, and remember, and we didn't do it. He was like, well, if you give me $250, I can bring you 500 more followers. Like the more money you pay him, the more followers you get. But they don't be real followers. They be them shadow, what you call them, shadow bands.
Yeah,
Is that shadow
like
band?
300 motherfuckers watching us that day.
Yeah.
And that one of them comments,
Yeah.
I'm like, I see we got viewers, but where the comments at?
It was none. Because it was a fake audience.
Yeah, that's why the importance for the younger generation, to answer your question, it's all in what you use it for. Me, I personally want my shit. Well, if you look on my Facebook, I don't post shit on Facebook, but if you look at my Facebook, you'll see other people before you see something from me, to be honest. But on TikTok or whatever, like, I like that platform because everybody wants to see you do more things. Everybody wants to see you post. Everybody, like, just there's a love over there that don't be on certain platforms. But to answer your question, it is to motivate you, but it's also in what you motivate you to do things and post and all that type of stuff. But it's if you fall all deep into it or not. You don't be tied to it where you try to figure out what to put up and all that type of stuff, but radiate the energy that you want to receive. Like the same thing Molly be saying about your timeline. Whatever you sharing is whatever you subscribing to. So it automatically tells you everybody what you watching based on what you sharing, because that's the stuff that will gravitate towards you. So you got to push the energy that you want to receive.
Okay.
You can pass it on to another guy. Oh no, go ahead, David. You already going.
Yeah, I was piggybacking on to what Althea was saying when she was talking about people on social media, seeing people with the money and everything like that and want to be that person, whatever. But that's the same thing if you're watching a video. You know what I mean? You know, there's people that's watching, you know what I mean, a Lil Wayne video or something like that, or whoever, and wanting to wishing that there was that person, whatever. I mean, I think social media takes I think people are quick to blame social media for a lot of things. You know what I mean? Social media can be good and bad. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I mean, there's you don't know somebody's mental or whatever like that. No. And sometimes like I stated before, you just need that mental escape or whatever.
Yeah. Chad said social media created a fine line between what's reality and what's not.
Yeah,
Right.
It did, and I don't agree because, like Lil Wayne is a celebrity, you know, little boo boo down the street now. So if you see him out Miami in some foreign cars and shit, and that's your neighbor, they might feel some type of way. You know, they might went to school where half of these people go to work with these people. So it ain't that they jealous over celebrities. They've been saying celebrities. Y'all saying celebrities and y'all knew y'all couldn't do that shit. But imagine if it's people that's not celebrities that you see in the everyday world that's out here on vacation after vacation posting, and they start to get jealous of that, you know. So I can understand why they jealous. That don't mean it's still something they need to work on, but it's no different when I hear they always say guns don't kill people, people kill people. I get that. But if they stop putting the guns in the neighborhood, they might stop something. But people be like, nah, you can't blame because they want to constantly carry guns around. But it's like we eliminate guns. You won't need a gun to protect yourself from somebody with a gun, you know. But it's just a weird world. That's just that thin line, you know. People, you try to see the good in some things, but I can't ignore all the bad that I see. And there's a lot of bad that comes social media, like the suicide rate just off social media. That wasn't a thing, you know, before social media came out. You know, like people went in car accidents before cars was invented. But you know, every time they make something, it do bring some good, but it bring a lot of bad. And we want to know, is the good outweighing the bad, or is the bad outweighing the good? I see more bad than good.
Yeah, but Molly, you talk you talking about, you know what I mean, suicide rates and everything like that. And you know, you put the blame on social media or whatever. Said, you know what I mean, you said it wasn't, you know what I mean, really a thing like that. I think it was. I think social media just okay, just like police brutality or you know what I mean, this and everything. The stuff has been going on. It just wasn't highlighted until social media.
So social media is good for highlighting it. That's what I'm saying. Is since social media existed, it ain't been all good. So all the things that was happening negatively, selling drugs and all that, get highlighted more and promoted more due to social media. I ain't saying those things didn't exist before social media. I'm saying that these things are happening a lot more since social media. Like you can just fly over there in Miami and have a girlfriend, you know, and now you in a shootout with some dudes that you didn't know because she set you up. That wasn't a thing, you know, because y'all was on pages and beepers and talking to women as local, unless you flew out there and met her. But now you can meet women online. You can do all types of stuff. Kids is talking to grown men thinking it's a little kid. Yeah, we know pedophilia been a thing, but now these men can create fake profiles and meet up with kids due to the internet. So I get that these things existed, but I'm saying due to the internet, it got worse. I mean, unless other people see it in another way, I don't see how it didn't get worse in social media.
Let me get Alan's 3 comments real quick. I'm gonna let you go after that, David. So for me, it's a yes. For a lot of people, social media has turned everyday life into a nonstop comparison contest. People are comparing their behind-the-scenes struggles to everybody else's filtered highlights, luxury moments, fake happiness, and carefully edited success stories. Says Alan. Social media definitely changed my life from a business standpoint. It opened doors, built connections, expanded my brain, and created opportunities I probably wouldn't have reached as fast without it. But one thing I refuse to do is lose myself in it. The same person on camera and off camera. That's what's up. I don't live to impress the internet or create a fake lifestyle for validation. What you see online is really me. Social media should be a tool to elevate your life, but not a mask to hide it. That's exactly what type of time I feel like I'm on.
Right.
The same, yep, same type of time. You don't have to fake the funk. You can actually amplify yourself with a platform. So I like what Alan is saying.
Kool-Aid.
What's up, Kool-Aid? What's up, Kool-Aid?
That's true. That's true.
What's the other part of your question, Reese?
No,
But-
I was like David. He was getting ready to say something.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering what the other part of your question was.
Oh, it was about that y'all was hitting on it about the depression, like you can see on social media how it seems like it's supposed to be a tool for good, but like Molly said, there's good and bad and everything. So for all the good that it does, is also the side effects. I'll say that the side effects of social media. So it does a lot of good, but then your side effects is that the negative stuff. I'll say side effects, because every medicine that they make is for our good, but it got side effects like the bad stuff that comes with it. It don't tell you. Social media don't tell you if it don't come with a dial. It don't come with a rule book. The only rule book they give you is what they claim that they only allow and don't allow in the community of keeping it supposed to be age, whatever rated they try to go for. But it doesn't come with a rule book tell you should only use it for this. This is only for entertainment. You should be only. No, the people get on there and they make it whatever they want it to be. And some people use the internet for good, and some people use it for bad, and that's the side effects that we have to put up with the bad right along with the good,
Okay. So if all right. David, you remember what you was going to say in response to what we was talking about, and then we can go up with your question, Reese.
Yeah, when Molly was talking about guys posting as kids that different things like that and all through social media. It's also through social media that people are being exposed.
Mm-hmm.
So so and that's what I was when I was said earlier. Alan, got on me, but it's good and bad, and
yeah. But it's who they exposing. They're exposing men that's connecting kids on the internet. You can't use that to say they exposing people that they expose. But if they ain't had the internet, they won't be able to. It ain't nothing to expose. They not going around the corner and meeting somebody and cutting them off. They do all this through the internet. All this is through the internet. So it still lead back to if the pedophile reaching out to a kid on the internet, if the internet wasn't here, he wouldn't be able to do it. But you feel like it's okay because somebody else can come on the internet and catch him doing the thing on the internet. It still is on the internet. It still is a bad thing, even though it's somebody they done made social media cops. But at the end of the day, it's still a bad place for kids to be. They might catch one out of 100,000. They're gonna catch two, and now we cheer them on. What they call 3 people. We know it's deeper than that, but the internet makes it a lot easier. Social media make it a lot easier. We got kids out here, millions of kids with a profile. And they quick to add anybody, and the dopamine by getting likes and comments, they love it. So if they're getting that from pedophiles, they just, I don't know. I don't care what type of solution they try to put in, it's not going to be good. I know it's some good thing. I'd rather just get rid of it altogether. In some countries, kids can't even go on these social media sites. And if they do, they got some type of filter or something on there to make sure they only can watch certain things. But here in America, they watching the same shit that we watching. They watching chat. They creating content doing some crazy thing. I seen a kid 12 years old and 10, they was still in the car and they record the whole thing and crashed into a stop sign. Do the social media. Wow. They want to get chased online by the police. People been getting chased by the police. When we was young, we got chased by the police and stuff. We damn sure weren't recording it. A lot of us ain't get caught, you think, but now they don't care. They online, they still the kid boys is popular, it's everywhere, and it's due to the internet. And I guess people find the little small things that's good about the internet to make the whole internet great. And it's like, nah, get rid of that shit. I'd rather people socialize right here in person. These kids need to learn how to talk to somebody right here in their face. Nowadays, they can't even have a conversation with you because they don't know how. They be like, I text you. No, talk to me right now. What you talking about? Oh, I text about it because they want to think before they say something. They can't just have conversation. I think a lot of that got to do with the internet, gaming, online, all this online stuff. It's fun for adults. We can use it as business, but for them, that's social. That's their social life. That's why they downtown running around. They don't got nothing to do. They keep making all this internet stuff when they should make more rec centers, more stuff they can physically do stuff. That's just I don't know. I can't never look at it, see the internet being a good thing for these kids.
Honestly, his kids not getting on till they 15.
Yeah, I don't blame
I'm
them.
with
But
that
how
shit.
do we
I'm with
control
that.
it? If you got a phone, how do we can't police
Yeah,
our kids
Oh, yes,
24/7,
the heck
take their
you
especially if they got
fucking
a
can.
phone.
phone.
Yes,
You
you
take their
can.
phone. You
You
got
said
you get them
right.
Obama phones.
Prove it.
Obama phones ain't got that IG and all that shit. You can talk and text. That's it. Give them a cheap phone. It's up to the parents, but or
That's
don't
that's
download the
that's
app.
My daughter,
that's
my
that's a
daughter's
good way.
my, my daughter's 10 and she has that parental junk now where she's,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
parental guidance.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but okay, so Molly, if they okay, because before the internet
Right.
was like that, there was still kids being missing and everything on milk cartons and everything like that. True?
How many kids you know
You
that
know what
went missing that was on the milk carton that you personally know? Because nowadays I'm personally knowing kids that's getting snatched. Back then I seen a bunch of milk cartons, but I never knew nobody in the neighborhood that was on the milk carton. You know, so I don't know. It could be propaganda, all that type stuff back then. They was fooling y'all with all types of stuff to put fear through the neighborhood. They had all
I
types
right.
of killer clowns, the snipers was in a white van. They been making up everything in the media. But I'm saying, due to that,
Wait a minute, Killer
due to the
Clowns, was
internet, that don't
that
make
was
it
a real
easy.
thing?
What?
I thought that was just a urban legend. Killer
What?
Clowns.
No, that was
Yeah, all
real.
right. They
Nah,
make
that was
movies and shit about
real.
these real people that was dressing up like clowns.
Y'all remember when that shit happened? Like
Yeah, real
6 years
killer
ago,
clown out here.
or
Right.
7 years, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. Y'all remember when them clowns was around like different
Yeah.
areas of the
Yeah.
DMV, scaring
Yeah.
people with machetes and knives and shit? I think somebody
Yep.
got hurt behind,
And
Yeah.
plus,
Oh wow.
and plus that serial killer, what's it? Something Gracie or whatever.
John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne
Yeah,
Gacy.
Gacy, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just still like saying, did anybody roll horses back in the day? Like, of course, now they
They
got
still
cars,
ride it
you know,
today.
and now due to the cars, we got a lot of car accidents. You know, like we happy we can travel a lot faster. Yeah, we got planes, but now look at plane crashes. You losing all these people on the plane. So technology is good. Even if they were snatching kids on milk cartons and putting them out here, putting them on milk cartons, it's easier now due to the internet. I don't know why you keep confusing me thinking that the past, like since they were doing it in the past, it should be all right now because the internet don't change it. No, it make it easier for them. Just how it's easy for you to call somebody. Y'all had pages. Y'all had to do the little dial spin. Now you can just pick up your phone and call somebody. It make it a lot easier. So it's like, yes, it's good, you know, that y'all can make faster calls and the internet is good. But for the pedophiles, you think it ain't good for them? You don't think they don't like that? It's a lot easier. You think it's harder for them now? Like, damn, this internet gonna slow us down. No, things are not easy. It's scary, man. I mean, I just don't. It's a problem right now. That's what the whole Epstein files and all this about. How you gonna get access to the Epstein file? Due to the internet. How you know about it? Due to the internet. Everything is due to the internet, man. Y'all ain't really had to go through these things as kids growing up. Y'all watch the news. If the parents turn the channel, cover y'all ass when set scenes pop on. They ain't even showing shit but a titty, but they still just cover y'all eyes. But now, who they to cover our kids out? They showing it. Like this lady's walking outside showing half of they. It's like, man, I don't know. I don't know. I think the internet did more bad than good. That don't mean it's not no good use of the internet, but I just think it's doing more bad than good, especially for our youth.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
It should be used for entertainment purposes. I mean, for children, it should be used as a learning tool only for kids. But they find a way to break it. I mean, jailbreak it. What they call it? Jailbreak it. What you could break into to see, like we used to do when we was kids coming up. We used to have Super TV at night, and you had to have a scramble box to get Super TV. But the people found a way to scramble that junk without paying for Super TV. So at night, only late at night, when them dirty movies come out, and we was kids would find a way. Oh, did you see it? Kids are smart. They're geniuses, and all it takes is one child to get a cheat code to everybody else, and everybody else got the code to cheat.
Mm-hmm. Alan said, "My son is 10, and his only interaction with the net is playing video games, and those games are monitored. He has restrictions on his Xbox. I want his mind developed before he hits the net world because the internet is the biggest peer pressure for kids." Yeah, that's what I meant
Yeah.
about the lesson. If people aren't, I forgot what it was towards, which video or whatever, but I was saying something about people not getting the blessing of somebody opening their third eye. That's exactly what type of shit I'm trying to say. You don't want nobody to put it in your face and open you up to the game, then you'll fall in line with the game and you'll be somebody online worried about what other people post and not knowing that, you know, you know, it's drama or stuff going on behind the vacations and cars and trips and shit. It's real life behind that shit. Social media has dumbed down our kids. There's no such thing as common sense no more because their phones are thinking for them, says Alan.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I seen that, Tazzy, and it's the same thing with the food. You said I seen a documentary. The people that run social media don't even allow their children to use
Yeah,
social media because of
yeah.
what it do to their
Mhm.
mind. And it's the same thing how these fast food owners and that shit, they don't allow their kids to eat the McDonald's and bullshit. And people don't see that, but we're just flooded to our kids. If the people who created these platforms not allowing their kids to use the platform, that should tell you something's wrong with it. But we would still find something to use it. I remember we was young. Only time we used the computer, it was to do some research paper or type something up.
Yep.
You know, anytime we wanted to know something, we had to go get the dictionary. You don't know what this word mean? Go get the dictionary. You know, go get the encyclopedia. You know, but nowadays these kids just ask AI, and now you find out AI ain't always right. Now they can alter what these kids believe or think or anything.
Uh-huh.
So it's just
Yep.
like I don't like it, man. It's just like these kids nowadays, they don't do nothing. All they do is ask their phone. So without their phone, you ask them the same shit. They don't know nothing. And that's why I keep telling these kids, like, you don't know nothing. Like, give me your phone and I can ask you the exact same questions. And they just be blank. And they be like, hold on, let me see my phone. I forgot. No, you should already know this. We used to study all week. And then at the end of the week, we
Mhm.
test it and see what do we know. That's why I always tell my daughter, learn something today. Let me know what you learned today. It even don't matter if it's a word. You know,
Yeah.
learn the definition of that word, what it mean. It can be another word in another language. Just try to learn something each day, you know, and as them
Right.
things add on, it builds to something. But nowadays they just I'm not seeing adults, dog. They be like, hold on, let me ask AI. Let me ask AI. And it be simple stuff that we should know. Like it just be like, God damn, man. It's like we got no chance if the machines all the answers.
He said babies be 1 year old and know what McDonald's is. How the fuck you asking for nuggets?
Mhm.
Certain age, adults too though. I realized that
But
social media.
I blame that on the adults. Just
Mhm.
because the children ask for it, don't mean we got to give it to them.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, I realized for real that uh, social media number one has something for everyone. So that's like the mass blanket that you can put over the nation, really, to get them involved with something that gets them tracked and starts getting all the information from them and pulls them into the system and being really another file that they can monitor and check in on if they want to. But it feels because you know how you have people that I don't know, I don't smoke, I don't drink. That's cool. Social media still got your ass though. They be thumbing and scrolling
Mhm.
just like anybody else. So you can talk willpower all day, but if you on there, you addicted to something because they got you. You know, you can't get off your phone. So you ain't gotta be a drinker or a smoker or whatever. You still want something that still got you in the chokehold.
I'm just saying, kids kids is so smart, and they download so much in their first 7 years of their life. It's like if we make them like think it's cool to learn, like make it fun to learn. Like I remember like kids like young being pressed to do stuff. Oh, I can do it. You can't get these kids to do that nowadays. You like, yeah, who gonna take out the trash? I got $5. Shit, I ain't. Like what? We used to run for that. Like go to the store, the ice cream truck coming around. We like, hey, who wants something from the truck? They already got money. You know, they just like they ain't got to work for it. We tried to take out the trash, clean something up, or the OGs around the way and make us do something, even if it's 20 push-ups. Yeah, you better give me 20 push-ups or something. But nowadays, these kids
Right.
cash app this, cash app that. It's like you had to physically get to see your parents. Hey, nah, give me some love. Hey, go some money. You go do your thing. Now it's just cash app, cash app, cash app. Like, damn, like what the hell is going on? It's just like everything due to the internet. I'm like, man, this motherfucking internet. I wouldn't mind when they shut it down. It's going to happen when they shut
Yeah,
this motherfucker
me
down.
too.
I can't wait because people gonna act a fool. People don't know what to do when they went out for like an hour. People's I
Right.
don't know what to do. Facebook down, this down.
Look, I didn't even know that when it ad went out until it came back up. And look, the phone went out too. And I was just sitting here watching TV and then taking a nap. I was like, oh, it's quiet. They was like, we have been trying to call you all day. And so we couldn't get through. I didn't even know. I was like, what? I slept through the outage? Okay.
Breaking down the scene
Okay, I need it.
with a grin I preach.
Somebody slide through here on a time that's good with me at 11:30.
Laughs in
Okay.
every room from your
Like,
front porch chair to your work day Zoom. Hands up, now the countdown's done. One bright moment and here we come.
Hey, Destiny. Okay, what's up, Slim?
This one's for you.
Hey, everybody.
Wait a minute.
Turn it up, let it roll. The morning Max show.
Why Destiny? Why Destiny look like she on Naked and Afraid?
That was
Survival.
just
That
naked.
show.
I was afraid to walk those stairs all the
Don't be
way
a
out.
hater. Don't be a hater.
Naked and afraid.
I'll
Don't
see
be
you
a
when
You know
hater.
that show where they be in the
I
woods
think
doing
Destiny
stuff?
do it. I can see Destiny on there getting that money. They be doing all, they be surviving, but I think Destiny be naked, but she won't be afraid. Destiny got problems. She
And,
ain't-
if it was naked and surviving, then I could do that. If it's
That's what
naked
it is.
and having to run this far, I've lost already.
Nah, it's just surviving. You gotta hang in there for a couple of days and live off
Yeah.
the land and stuff. You have a partner
I
with
gotta
Right.
use muscles I've lost. I don't have muscles. I don't know where
like
they go.
everybody
when
go up
they
there
do things.
losing
I
weight.
can take a
You go up
vacation.
that joint 40 pounds lighter. Everybody be leaving that joint lightish.
Yeah, because all you eating is
Mhm.
berries and shit. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Kids see McDonald's commercials and see commercials about shoes or toys and want it. It's the media pushing a product. Same thing with you getting the season early before it comes. Damn, I just said Merry Christmas. You already sending me shit for Easter and shit, or putting shit in the stores for Easter. You know.
Mhm.
All right, so we're gonna start you out with the question of the day, so you can get to it too, Destiny. Has social media created a generation that's mentally drained from constantly comparing their life to everybody else's highlights?
Are we starting with me?
We ending with you.
Okay, cool. Oh, ending like it, like
Yeah, we been on this. Yeah, we already talked about it.
okay. Well, with us comparing ourselves to each other, I guess it can turn into a lot. But I mean, the real issue is just social media in itself and the phones and stuff. I don't know if y'all have heard me say before that like most of humanity's growth was done before there was a radio, a TV, and a cell phone. And then now that we have those, we're all on our phones and not out there inventing anything. So I think phones and social media do stunt us greatly. Whether or not people are going nuts over comparing themselves, that is everywhere. So it wouldn't doubt me, and I'll make that my answer. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, she got a good point there. You know, and that's the same thing what Molly said, how social media we're making it easier for these people, the pedophiles or anybody that's trying to do some wrong, and make it even at the I could do the wrong at my fingertip. Like remember that commercial? It's at your fingertip, it's a snap. I forgot what they was trying to advertise, but it's a snap. Keep the yellow page walking like that. But now they got the yellow pages on this device. It's a snap, like Molly was saying earlier, to grab a hold of our children. That's what that's what they want. That's how you stun a generation. Snatch their kids up first, and it seemed like we're in like like this is a show called Black Mirror. Is that am I saying it right, Molly? Or Mirror Black?
Yeah,
Black
Black Mirror.
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 And sometimes it seems like that we should be we're in an alternate world or alternate reality sometimes, you know, and that's due to so much media influence. So and everybody is a social media content person because everybody got a phone. Everything you do, even get people getting beat up in the bathroom, people getting jacked, people needing help. Nobody is putting down the phone to go assist other people. That humanity part is gone, but everybody will pull out a phone to record what's going on. Dang.
That's all.
And see, whenever it's like in front of the police or like something official that like you might end up going to court over, and you know, let's have some physical evidence of what happened. I totally get that shit. But seeing people just recording people doing stuff, like when you see people pull out phones to record a fight rather than try to pull the fight apart, I'm not necessarily pacifist, but I'm non-violent. And why the hell are y'all recording that rather than telling them to chill the fuck out? I don't know. That's yeah.
I
Chill
see.
out.
I see.
People ain't got
I
technology to
saw
be
a
with
video
that.
the other day. Like y'all know Reddit 50/50 used to be a thing, right? Y'all any of y'all know about Reddit 50/50?
About Reddit. Not 50.
Yeah, Reddit 50/50 was like you could click in on this thing in the middle, and in between the button or whatever on you agree to going forward, it'll have like, you want this video of this cute little puppy licking another puppy, or do you want this video of this woman dying? And then you click on it and it'll take you to either one, and you might see a cute little puppy. And I saw a woman on a rock get swept away by the water, and I'm over here like, y'all recorded it rather than called the cops. Y'all didn't say, hey, there's a woman getting swept off by the marina. Y'all might want to go ahead and start looking for her before she's on the other side of the continent. It was just, nah, we're gonna watch her disappear.
Hell yeah, that's what WorldStar is. They had a whole website around that type of shit. WorldStar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know about Dauber, you know. They need to get into that because Dauber was a LifeLog thing that they used. It was a project the government was using to get everybody information. So they had to cancel it because people wasn't actually going along with it. But the day they canceled it was the same day that Facebook started. It was called LifeLog. Now the same people own it, you know. So it's like they made this story up that looked like Mark Zuckerberg came from college and he started this app. All that shit was bullshit. It was a story just to get all of us to do the things we're doing now, post our pictures, our livelihood, our family, keep them updated on everything. And it was called LifeLog. You know, look it up. It's by Dauber, and it ended the exact same day that Facebook started. So they said, you know what, we're gonna end this. Oh, I'm gonna find what date was it. I know it was in February.
What's that? I'm doing the
February
research on that
4th,
as soon as my computer starts.
2004. February 4th, 2004. That's when they canceled the project, and then the same day they started Facebook. Like, what a coincidence.
Shit, I was still in MySpace. AOL, MySpace.
Yeah, that's that collection.
Oh, wow.
After 2001, that's when all that they unlocked the door for everybody to fall in line with anything that had to do with identity and all that type of stuff. So they went from not really from you being able to get through TSA with, you know, the majority of the stuff that people want to bring on versus what they can't, and then tapping into the American people and their identities and profiles and stuff pretty much. I see an AI overview. DARPA's lifelong. Okay, I see it. DARPA's lifelong program was canceled on February 4th, 2004, which was the exact same day that Mark Zuckerberg launched Facebook. Lifelong was a military research project designed to create a massive database tracking a person's entire life, while Facebook ultimately achieved a similar data collection result through voluntary user participation.
Got us to volunteer.
Aim to build a database capturing every activity and relationship a person engages in, designed to trace users' life to help capture the organization. Help to capture and organize his or her experience.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like the same still for like years? Like him looking in a white shirt, looking over like a college chair or something. Wasn't it like the same picture for like years? You've never seen a new picture?
He always kept that profile pic so people know Tom had it.
Yeah, we saw with Joe Rogan, all you have to do is change the name to something that doesn't sound as scary and people are down. I mean, that's the most recent of it, but like the fact that that previous website had life in its name, people were probably like, ugh. And then they change it to Facebook and it's like, ooh, that's a much better name. And people are down.
No strangers fight. I would say I ain't breaking up no fights unless it's my people fighting each other. I'm not breaking up no strangers fight. I'm gonna watch. That's why I got the camera out.
Shit, I ain't fucking.
I'm a nice person.
Yeah, I say I'm nice too, but
I'm also weak, so I'm gonna tell somebody else to go stop the fight. But I'm gonna just stand there.
getting socked in the eye because they try to break up some shit they ain't got to do with.
Not so much fight. But anybody, if you see somebody choking or the Heimlich maneuver, nobody is rushing to give help or give services of help because everybody is pulling out the phone, watching it. Like somebody helping, everybody video. You know that's just, and that's where everything. Your purse gets snatched. You get jacked. You get anything. That's what everything is like. Humanity has fell by the wayside. It's like we don't care about people no more, each other, I should say, no more. All we care about is making sure, did you get the footage? Did you get that? Yeah, that was messed up. Did you get it? Yeah, I got it, though. It's just where it used to be a time when people help.
I'll be understanding people's sentiments. And we got a video from Dave coming up after this, but I'll be understanding people's sentiments. But I think if we keep talking about conscious stuff and the power of the tongue and all that type of stuff, and then we say, well, we all do this and we all do that. The people here at least don't have to. I know we speaking on the people that do and all that, but I feel like we stop using words like, oh, we all, or we be. Nah, if the people here on this screen don't, I feel like we shouldn't take that shit on because I don't think that mentality exists here. If that makes sense.
I agree, and I love that.
Yeah, I ain't correcting you or telling you how to say nothing. I'm just saying that let's not take on shit because that's the type of shit I don't like because I'm not doing that type of shit. And I'm not to record something like, I'm not jumping in no shit that ain't got nothing to do with me, but I ain't about to let nobody suffer and die in front of me either. But
I said dude get shot and I recorded that shit. I was down Southwest. I still got the video, police falling and shit. I'm just like, but buddy was wilding the whole time. I was like, somebody gonna fight him. But I ain't think he'd get shot. One of them youngest shot him. He kept walking around fucking with people. And I was recording him. I was like, damn, look at this nigga wilding out. Lock it eyes. Oh yeah, let me put this down. When the police, and I went over there. I started recording just him laying there and people helping him out. The police coming and stuff. But yeah, it was right down Navy Yard, Southwest. Supposed to be a good area, right? Now them niggas out there not playing, man. That's why I be telling people, man.
You pop that shit though, then shit gonna come back to you.
I never understood. Probably due to the internet, they probably seen a party event up there. They thought, oh, they lit up there. They down Southwest. You go down there. But, I don't know. I'm just happy he was okay.
Yeah.
But I ain't trying to call him murder. But I was already I didn't know he was gonna get shot. I just thought they were gonna probably fight.
high definition is what I'm geeking off of. I was just mad at the quality so high.
Yeah, it's extra high, 4K.
He was damn near fucking the news station.
Yeah,
All
that's
right, video. Let's see. The original owners of America. All right. Talk to
okay,
Thursday.
Dave.
Thank you. All right. Let me mute my mic.
Yeah, y'all try to give us y'all comments and y'all thoughts in the comments. They fuck around and jump. Trying to, exactly.
You get fucked up trying to help somebody. See what I'm saying? I ain't doing it.
I can, is it me?
I don't hear
Can
nothing.
y'all hear something? I don't hear nothing either. Let me see. If
I don't hear nothing.
See if I refresh.
Owners of America, black people, African Americans, they were already here and they plagued them out and they stole the Smithsonian Institute, which is Jesuit controlled, stole their knowledge, stole their history, and now we're just wondering who we are, where we come from, where we're going. We don't know anything. Just go into a country, plague the whole place out, and then take over their buildings. New York was already there for thousands of years. San Francisco was there for thousands of years. Los Angeles was there for thousands of years. They were built by the indigenous people who were black and Indians as well. The black people, they are the original owners of America.
Oh shit! Yeah. Explain yourself.
Yeah, like I told Molly, you know what I mean. The reason why I sent Molly these videos because I'm sick and tired of what's the word like whitewashing or whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's like different. I'm all about knowledge and finding like the truth or whatever. You know what I mean? And so when I'm sitting there, you know, doing researches and different things like that, no, I'm coming to find out that the whole time I thought this person was white, like I've been taught in school and stuff and all. Good example, Abraham Lincoln. The whole time I thought he was how he was described to me, a white ugly guy with a top hat. You know what I mean? But then when you do research, you find out that his mom, his grandma, everything was black, your iPhone or whatever like that. No, so he was black, and it wasn't the top hat; it was his afro. It was his, you know what I mean? So so what? It wasn't just Abraham Lincoln. You know what I mean? It's this person. Then in school we're taught George Washington was the first president, and we was all brainwashed to think that there was no black presidents. But then once you do research, you find out that there was like 5 other presidents before George Washington, maybe even more, and they were all black.
Yeah, I'm glad you. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
So I was just, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was just doing research, and I was just, you know, just seeing this and seeing that and seeing this, and I just, I probably sent Molly about 20 videos, whatever and all, but he said pretty much he said just chill and send a couple. So I think I resent only like 4 or 5.
But Molly's been telling us that we've been talking about this on the Morning Mac show, like the 6 years that we've been on here about different things. And I'm glad that you're catching up, David. But you probably sent him videos that he done seen 50 million times and he already knows this. And I'm so excited that when you learn stuff that you want to share, that's how it is. Each one teach one. then
Right.
also know that's how it, it should be. And I love that because you like, man, look at this, and I found this out, and I found that out. But we've been saying and saying that all along. Sometimes people don't get it till they come across it themselves. Like you may not hear Molly when Molly said that, or understand what Molly, but then you come across it and somebody else saying, and you're like, oh wow, what that happened? But your brother been telling you that. That's knowledge and transferring of knowledge and stuff. But I still love the fact that you woke up. I mean, can I say wake up?
No.
Can I say?
Tell him that he woke up.
I woke up, but you know.
You fucking
Like
me
my man
up.
was asleep.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like for certain stuff,
know
like
what you
Going
mean.
down the rabbit hole. You're going down the rabbit hole of information. You're starting to check into things. It's gonna continue to move you forward. That's the rabbit hole I was talking about. Once you start, somebody starts you on one thing, or you find one thing, it's gonna keep you going. So I think a better way to say it, I guess, Reese, would be, him starting to go down the rabbit hole of information, and finding things for himself. I would probably say that if you're looking for a way to say it. Not that he necessarily woke up because the nigga went to sleep, but but
Yeah, I mean, I've been new about some of the stuff. I'm just giving examples. You know what I mean? Like and my main reason is because they depict us of being low class, slaves and this and everything like that. No, which kills our mentality. If indigenous people knew that they was actually kings and this is this and all, it mentally gives them some type of hope or whatever. But if you're constantly being fed that you're nothing, you're stupid, you're a monkey, you're this, you're that, this is this and everything, even if you fail and all, you have that, was like, well, I'm stupid, I'm a monkey, I'm a this and all anyway, but if somebody opens up somebody's eyes and be like, no, my bloodline, I was I was, but like my bloodline was like royalty, could even be Moors or something like that,
How you know you weren't, David?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
You could very well be. We all could be.
Exactly.
That's to the victor goes the spoil, meaning when they conquer you or take over, then your history. They erase your history and make you assimilate into their history and culture, and you have a foggy memory of what used to be because you can't practice it if they see you doing stuff like you used to do, like religion. If the Christian crusade wasn't nothing but bullies going through killing in the name of the Lord. And that's because if you don't practice the worship as we do, off with your heads, or you'll be hung, or you'll be impaled, or that's awful. So what you gonna do? You're gonna not go along to get along, but you're going along to save your life.
I got a little mini supportive follow up. Oh, my bad, Reese. I ain't even. I was saying I got a little mini supportive video that Molly was just pulling up. So Molly can go ahead and say that. And then we can give sentiment. Everybody.
A melanated being whose true lineage stems from his mother, Nancy Hanks, and his grandmother, Lucy Hanks, who were both black women. Of Mayan Grimaldi blood, whose true father, Doug Mead, was airbrushed into a ghost in those washed-out photos to maintain the illusion of a white presidency. Media like Spike Lee's Bamboozled and the film Holiday Inn used blackface rituals as coded reverse psychology to mock our erased nobility. His whole crew was the same. His vice president, Hannibal Hamlin, was darker than a moonless night, yet they were listed as free white persons because white in this jurisdiction is a status of property and standing, not a paint color. The entire early government was a Moorish affair. Figures like Alexander Hamilton were black men of Malayan blood who sought to return the nation to a gold standard. Even John Hanson, a black man, served as the actual first president before George Washington was ever elected. Lincoln used the machinery of the courts to defend the American citizen against being redesignated as Negroes' chattel property by arguing his clients were Moors, thereby protecting their allodial rights from the dark cloud of Roman jurisdiction. He was not merely a politician, but a dedicated Rosicrucian initiate and a student of Paschal Beverly Randolph, a Moor and the Lord of the World's Rosicrucians, who trained Lincoln in Ansaratic mysteries to manifest power against the Jesuits. This was the same Moorish Tartarian science that understood Tesla energy and free energy long before the modern world. Our ancestors built the monolithic domed cities with antennas and ornate fireplaces. They required no wood because they harnessed etheric energy. The movie Lincoln Vampire Hunter is a coded ritual where the lead actor even acknowledged the film's connection to Paschal Beverly Randolph. Vampires serve as a surrogate for melanin, the Dracula particle which, like the mythological creature, is dormant during the day and secretes at night to bathe the central nervous system. Now look at that giant statue of D.C. Rome on the Potomac. That monolithic Lincoln sitting in his chair isn't just an artistic choice. Its massive scale is a blind reminder of the actual 17-foot-tall giant Moors who built those Tartarian structures you see throughout the Capitol before they were erased from the record. They've got you thinking he is just a lanky white man, but he is positioned there as a silent guardian looking directly against the overreaching extension of the Roman jurisdiction and the Jesuit Inquisition he fought to sweep away from our country. And why is he on that one copper coin? Because copper represents the angelic frequency and the conductive power of our ancestors' technology that backs the true republic. They put the Moor right in your face every day to mock your amnesia, the man who tried to keep you an American national instead of a corporate slave.
Oh, sweetie, person of the year. You look great.
I can't believe it didn't go to President Clone of Abraham Lincoln.
What have they done to my Republican Party?
Even I think they're nuts. But as long as they're cutting education, I don't really care.
Can somebody look up Rosicrucian? What did that word mean, Rosicrucian? Rosicrucian, that's the word that he used in the video. And I wanted to know what Rosicrucian meant or what it means.
No problem while somebody's pulling it up, David. This is a follow-up to what you're saying. You got any more sentiments behind what you were saying before you pass it on to somebody?
Oh no, I said my piece. You know what I mean? This is, like I said, this is just a eye opener and everything else. You know what I mean? Just a reminder to, you know what I mean, to indigenous, black, whatever like that, know that you're more than you know what I mean, a thief or a murderer or you know what I mean, this is my block, which actually is not even your block, it's the government's block. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean, you want to claim this color because you on this side of the street. All the government really has to do is move you to the other side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
But
hold that up for me, Molly. Oh, I wasn't cutting you off. You can finish. I'm not cutting you off. I just want him to hold it.
No, I was done. I was
Okay. So tell me which lady you want to pass it off to, and then after I read this definition for Reese, that person that you choose can go.
We're gonna go to the host of the show, Reese.
All good. Let me read this for you, Reese, before you go.
Okay.
The definition of the word is a worldwide philosophical and spiritual tradition originating in early 17th century Europe based on historic knowledge, Hermeticism, and Christian mysticism. It focuses on mastering life through understanding natural laws, self-reflection, and inner transformation, often symbolized by a rose on a cross.
Masking lives, hiding the truth. That's what that means. Hiding the truth in plain sight. And that's how they do it. They get you believing one thing, they get you programmed and that's how they do it. You know, they keep us blind with ignorance, and ignorance isn't being ignorant. All that means is not knowing. And if we don't know, we don't know till somebody come and take those rose-colored glasses off. Now I understand the meaning about rose-colored glasses. Hot damn, Rosicrucian. I done found out something today. Now I understand where that saying come from. Rose-colored glasses. You get it, y'all? Rosicrucian. They hiding stuff, masking stuff. Hot damn. Take them rose-colored glasses off, David.
That's
Put on
cute.
some shades because you really bright. We are the light.
That nigga stupid. Leave us alone, Alan.
I learned something today. I'm happy.
I wasn't about to get on there and say that shit wrong. I don't give a fuck. I wasn't about to go in there. I can't. Yeah. No sir. No sir.
Well,
But call on the
Venus,
next Reese. Reese, you got to pass it off to the next available woman on the panel.
Go ahead, Destiny.
So you know, the other day I was talking about how, or we were talking about the Mandela effect, and how I threw it out there that like these are the ones that we know of because history and like our eyes and like what we're able to keep up with is just actually getting to where we can look back and they can change things and try to say that back then it's always been like this, but our eyes have been active. It would not shock me if history was more whitewashed than we're aware, even though there's a shit ton of it that we're already aware of. Whether or not Lincoln was black, I think that's cool as shit. I don't know. I've also heard individuals on this show, I think it was, I'm not going to say a name, how about that? But I think I remember who it was that was trying to say that Lincoln was actually against freeing the slaves. He just did it for the financial boost of it or something. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't think any of us were. So whenever it comes to that situation, that's really cool, and I want to do more research on that myself. I did, however, send Molly a video not very long ago about how there. Okay, about how there are.
Go ahead, Destiny.
Okay, about how there were signs of Hinduism brought over here from Africa before the signs of the Christian religion in America. So I had already sent Molly something stating that as far as what I've looked into and what they looked into, the first the first people that Native Americans saw that they referred to as the dark man, and they traded with the dark man, and the dark man was good and kind and traded properly and acted humane about it. So whenever the pale man came by, they thought they could do that with the pale man, but the pale man was made of a bunch of little bitch asses and wanted to do awful things, and they got to go fuck up everything, I guess. Thanks, Jeff. You're why we can't have nice things. But but yeah, so I float Africans being in America before what did it get called other than Caucasians? Okay, white people didn't get here first, and Hinduism got here first, and yeah, that's about all that I know. I'm definitely interested in learning more, because it would not shock me whatsoever if the original Mandela effects were I know you just saw Abraham Lincoln like last year in the city hall, but actually he was white, just so you know. And then they didn't have jack shit to really prove that they just saw a black man, because by the time the government's flexing them as nah, this guy, he's white, he's invited to the dinner. By that time they done put out enough pictures of him being a white man that I'm sure enough people will know. That's usually how it goes. If you're gonna tell a lie, flood whatever you can with enough information to where people are willing to believe you. And back then, all they had were newspapers, if that. So word of mouth and newspapers, that's easy to manipulate people. It's easy to change history at that point.
So you pass it off to the next guy available on the panel.
I heard Phil laughing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, history has been whitewashed so much, man. Sometimes you just don't know what's what. That's like, most people don't know the Statue of Liberty was black. They just chopped the chick's head off and put a white person's head on there. If you look at it, she still got, but they never took the chains off her ankles and off her wrists. People wonder why she got, because it was a slave. So, I mean, you just look at, they just tell you what they want you to hear.
Just like the blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus over in Israel, over in the Serengeti desert over there where it's hot and you can maintain your pale skin. Oh yeah. That
with no
sounds right.
sunscreen.
You said with no sunscreen.
And long blonde hair and blue eyes.
In the wilderness, 40 days and 40 nights with no sunscreen. That's a miracle within itself.
That's a miracle in itself.
40 days and 40 nights. That feels like 20 days, or no, 40 days would be 80
but
days.
if you look at it, the Bible describes Jesus. It sounds like Ray Ray.
Yeah, no, he's got to be dark.
Right on the block.
Bronze. They tell you bronze, some burnt brass, some polish.
Got bronze hair and hair like steel wool. That sounds like little Ray Ray.
Lovely. I mean, like I mean, you look at where the guy's from. He's definitely got a tint to his skin. You can't say he's white. That's bullshit. But someone said bronze, and bronze Jesus sounds lovely.
It's bronze. They say he's color of cut brass when they're describing it and depicting it. When you go back and translate the words from Hebrews, words like that, they're describing his color, and they're they said his face was like lightning, like a lightning bolt, and the skin was like burnt brass or polished brass. Well, we all know that brass, any color, is not pale.
It's brown.
Can I get that longer comment from Alan? Yeah. Alan said, to me, not to knock anyone, this is the beauty of the internet, to seek knowledge and realization. And realizing how much we have and are being played. But this is a basic knowledge when seeking your true identity. Some people awake a little late, and that's great. Knowledge is power. Very true.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Thanks, Alan. Like what I said, woke. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, I think it's
thank you.
She said you can't listen to what they say. You gotta search for yourself. They lied to our grandmas and their mamas. We are the original man. Okay, I'll take that.
Oh, there's a video about that too, Alan. That I sent.
Okay.
How about your grandmama?
David Green said, I got a video for you.
No, you don't.
Video for you.
No, you don't.
Like to see it.
Like you did.
Oh, and also the answer is Destiny question about the Lincoln freeing the slaves. It was us. We was talking about that the agenda. He didn't abolish slavery because he was trying to free the slaves. It was an economical reason why he abolished slavery. So just because he was a person they saying of color, don't mean he wasn't about that money, which he was.
It was to penalize the South.
Yeah.
It was to
All about
penalize
that-
the
the
South,
money.
the slave owners in the South. It was a way to hurt their finances.
You all want.
We was slaughtering shit. They don't like to talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
And he was a Republican. Wasn't Lincoln a Republican?
Yep.
I think so.
Mostly
Yes.
everybody was the Republican. So
Mm-hmm.
He said, "What up, Destiny?"
I'm back. Sorry.
No, you good. Make sure that this video ain't playing the audio. Okay, but
Long
There.
before the world knew its own name, before Columbus sailed,
yeah,
there was Temeri, a land of wonder, built by black indigenous Atlanteans, the true giants of history, architects of the world's fairs, once called the world's expositions. They harnessed advanced free energy and lived in harmony with the land, in peace, in abundance. These Tartarian Atlanteans towered above all, their cities gleaming with ornate beauty, their inventions humming with cosmic power, every man and woman thriving without want. And yet, that world of wonder would not last. From across the seas, the Cabbage Patch arrived, foreign invaders who, ignorant of the knowledge before them, with bombs, explosives, and fire, they tore through the ornate halls, reducing crystal towers to rubble and turning fountains of healing into pools of ash and smoke. The very technology meant to elevate humanity was smashed beneath their feet. Little did they know, these black indigenous Americans were not unlearned. Their ancestors had traveled across oceans, teaching, uplifting, sharing wisdom with those who lived in darkness. And yet, the same hands that received knowledge brought destruction. They shattered the structures, burned the records, and rewrote history to hide the truth. The world forgot who had truly built the land, who had first harnessed free energy, who had walked in peace, while the invaders clawed their way out of ignorance. Centuries of erasure followed. The builders were rebranded as inferiors. Their inventions were stolen and claimed by others. Though treated poorly, misunderstood, and often lied about, their brilliance endures. The world may try to erase them. The Atlanteans of Temeri are here, and their influence cannot be denied.
Well, that gives Aquaman a new look, don't it?
Shit.
the Aquaman.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
No, they I sent you the you played the wrong video. It's the one before the one that says Abraham Lincoln.
I'm playing the ones you sent me, Master. Only send me the ones you want me to share. I
It's
got you.
It says original Black God or something.
I got you.
When we sitting there watching old Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, David Green.
Look, I saw the
Mass
movie. I got the movie
enslavement
on
of
DVD.
Slovenians, Slavs, was causing the empire to decay. These noble Moors worked to uplift white people, bringing them out of caves, teaching them to read, bathe, and prepare food, eventually freeing and accepting them into society through fraternal orders. Joan of Arc was a full-blooded, melanated Moor from the original Asiatic lineage. When Netflix tries to show a glimpse of the truth by casting melanated actors, they boycott and cancel the show because it proves the empire of Moors was running the entire planet. We didn't fall because of some inherent white superiority. We fell to our own people who, once divided by greed and internal power struggles, decided to use the so-called white man as a proxy to disinherit one another. Bleaching out was accelerated because many Moors had an appetite for white slave women and concubines, taking them into harems to create human bouquet or variants within the gene pool. These lighter-skinned children, the amalgamated or Franciscan Moors, were often raised under the heavy influence of their slave mothers. These mothers would teach their children to identify with their own Roman or European heritage rather than their father's Moorish nobility, leading these children to fight against the very idea of being Moors. Eventually, these amalgamated heirs worked from the inside to supplant the original order, trading their true birthright for the status of white or Spaniard, while systematically hiding the true history and making the original Moors appear as ghosts. The fall of Granada in 1492 was the death knell that allowed the Jesuits and the Vatican to follow our Moorish bloodlines and systematically bleach them out through parochialism and forced education to ensure we would never be the true divine inheritors again. They used systemic iconoclasm and art restoration during the Renaissance to repaint our noble ancestors, romanticizing them into white decoys to keep you disinherited from your allodial title and global inheritance, making the masters look like the slaves while they moved into our structures. A stratigraphic lie designed to flip world history to hide the fact that we were the ones with the heavy technology, anti-gravitational devices, spiritual somatics, and advanced tech our people used to grow buildings out of the ground.
No weaponry shall prosper or penetrate what I accomplish. Peace to the conscious, my true and living sponsors. We block stompers, top shotters, fucking mobsters. Keep thinking that it's just frankincense and non-choppers.
That's what I like.
I'm sorry, Destiny. The white woman did it again.
All right, damn.
What I do?
What?
I mean, yeah, I did it.
Destiny said, "What did I do?"
God damn it. God damn it.
David did it too. You know.
Today was Friday. I mean, I like the historical knowledge. I just figured we'd be like, hey, check out, if we're going to go historical, did you know that, like, the oldest porn ever documented came out of Egypt?
No, that's Freaky Friday. That's Freaky Friday.
That's some freaky shit. That's why we wouldn't bring that out.
And it did come out of Egypt. That came out of Rome. Caligula.
Thursday.
You know,
Today,
that's not that's the Egypt. Today is Total
Why do you think we got historical? You think we got? Hold on. You think we got the History Channel? We damn near got the History Channel of the day. You think it's Freaky Friday?
It's always Friday in Destiny. It's always Friday.
This is the Blacks and Wax Museum today, and I mean, which I love. It was dope. But there's a Blacks and Wax Museum down here today. You know, it was some freaky shit.
Sorry.
It's okay, Destiny.
Everybody, you know, play fuck up. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
We good.
Save it for tomorrow.
There's never save it for tomorrow. That's where we'll start at.
Egyptian shit. Yep. Turn me up.
It's not Egyptian. It was not Egyptian. It was Roman. They had origins all the time. Caesars.
All right. Well, y'all bring y'all facts then. That Reese versus Reese versus Destiny. Since y'all want to have y'all difference inside.
Look, all I gotta say is one word: Caligula. I Claudius, Julius Caesar. Oh, those names. Okay.
All right, so make sure you bring your facts tomorrow when we talking about it.
It's Julius Caesar. Destiny. Dave, you asked this shit a video is the right video. Now talk, bro. Like, we ain't about to share video.
I know.
Yeah, but everybody else was talking. I wasn't going to talk over.
You nice guy, y'all know that. Don't talk.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you know what I mean. Let me put this out here. I'm not I wasn't sharing the video to, you know, cause division or anything like that. It was again to open up, you know what I mean, black indigenous, you know what I mean, whatever people's eyes that, you know what I mean, you're more than nothing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Your bloodline is a great people, whatever like that. No, so you know what I mean? Never think that that you were trash, or that, you know what I mean, you was always slaves and this and everything, stuff that we was always brainwashed to think or whatever. So in my opinion, that's the reason why. And like I said, I'm all about knowledge and everything like that. No, so when I sat there and when I started you know, seeing this stuff and everything, and I was like, you know what I mean, I wonder who else was brainwashed or whatever.
I think it's only because you're at the more so beginning stage of your journey, is that I mean, nothing's wrong with anything that you bring to the forefront, but you being at the beginning more so stage of your journey, you're bringing information to, I think, the majority of the people like around here, like in the comments and stuff at the moment, have already like made it past. So we not thinking that we bunkies and shit no more. You know, I know what you're saying, but we don't. The majority of people, I feel like, don't think they're just monkeys anymore. I mean, with these phones that we have in our hands and everything, I know people are looking up, you know, a little bit more to, you know, and have opened their eyes to more with all the technology and stuff, to know that they don't have to consider themselves that. We know it still exists and people still want that nigga mentality, excuse my language, but you know, I think the majority of the people like around here immediately on the panel are past that point. That's what I think.
I mean, I understand that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Talking to people at work and different things like that. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know what I mean, didn't, and you know what I mean? That's another reason why I shared. You know what I mean? Because I told people that, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, was going to talk about this or whatever today or whatever. You know what I mean? So I know, you know what I mean, you know, people in the comments and you know what I mean, you all probably, you know what I mean, notice information and it's old news and stuff and all, but I'm talking about people that I talk to or whatever.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with the information.
We need that.
I
mean, you know where I live.
Hello, because you know, 249 Virginia Avenue, Cumberland, Maryland. Stay tuned.
Yeah, and unfortunately, David, you're not light enough to pass.
Oh well, I ain't nobody trying to pass the shit.
Well, wait a minute, but that's what that's what we're talking about. People embracing the one side of their ancestry and not the other side. We all mixed up with a lot of stuff. It's just like people, I'm going to look for the Irish. I'm going to embrace the Irish. I'm going the lighter fair skin. There was movies made like that. And for prime example, famous one, Imitation of Life, and how the light skinned black people. My grandmother used to tell me that they would try to pass for white because it was a white accepted society and culture. And the lighter, that's why they used to say, "You light, you all right, brown stick around, black get back." There's a reason why they were saying that stuff. And Trey, you even noticed yourself because you talked about the Blue Vein Society. You brought that to the show. So there was a lot of people who tried to drown out their culture, their original culture, to try to adapt someone else's instead of knowing both sides. They just lean into one side. Oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, to change their narrative in their life, to change their story. You know, and they were really, really doing that. And I saw the man saying at one side they were embracing the European side and not even taking a look at that Moorish nobility. You know, we were the creators, the architecture of society. So they say civilization. That's always been their battle. And you know, Caucasians used to always say that they made that black people were savages and they civilized them, when it was actually the other way around. And you're in the black plague and the dark ages, can contest to that, how they used to live over there in Europe and everything, and how the Moors was like, gave them structure, gave them a septic system, gave them ways to clean their bodies and take care of themselves and all of that other stuff.
All right. Yeah.
We talked about that on the show before. Molly bought plenty of stuff like that on the show. We've talked about that.
I don't. It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
don't bother me. It's just that when people do learn these things, they still condition to saying all the things that they learned that was the total opposite. You still have people arguing out here, they black. But when you read your history, it wasn't no black thing. The more you dig in, it wasn't no white or black. They was working together, you know. So it depends on how far you go back. If you keep going back, the farther you go back, you realize color don't matter, you know. So when I know people still talking about color, you still got a long way to go, you know. Because I've been there 10 years, and it pisses you off. That's why I be careful with certain people telling them something, because some things people get angry about times that shit happened, you wasn't there. But just hearing that these how people was treated that look like you, it brings something into you. And that's why they talk about Black History Month every year. It's a reminder that we took your shit. We got to put you back in this state, you know, and it's to keep the people at the bottom divided, you know. So it's like, as long as we keep saying we white and black people and we all ain't just people and we don't learn how to work together, they gonna keep us in this same loop, you know. Because at the end of the day, I keep telling people, you look on TV, these motherfuckers working together. They shaking hands, they going in business together, they creating families and everything. Like, look at Drake, look at all these light-skinned kids, man. It's just like they out here making moves like they mixed kids. Ain't nothing changing for them, ain't nothing dividing them. They learning how to work together. So I just figure like what these stories about is to keep people divided. These videos used to be out 10 years ago, you know, and now I'm starting to see them resurface, and it's like it's an agenda. It's for these new kids that's coming out here for them to learn, but at the same time to be pissed off again. You know, it's like, you know all these things, stop saying you black. You know all these things, stop feeling like you African American. It's like knowing and actually applying it to your life is different, because people out here, they know what they shouldn't eat, but they still eat it. They know McDonald's bad for them, but they still eat it. You know, so it's like having the knowledge and actually applying it to your life is different. So there's a lot of people that know these things, but they just happy to say they know it, and they can go around, well, I've been through this, but as you applying it to your life, you know, do you still go along with the things that they said, you know? And it's most times they is, you know, it's like, oh, you know, they took this land, they took that land. What land? Because the more you dig back, we ain't actually on land. This God's land. The more you dig back, it wasn't, no, you can't claim land. That's why when people came, they was like, what are you talking about? We can't claim the sky, the land. It was people out here trying to patent the fucking moon. Like they own the moon. We would have to pay them. You know, it's people out there already took the electric grid. You had Tesla out here trying to get people free electric. All this shit supposed to be free, but they found a way to charge us for it, water and all this stuff. And they use all this type of stuff to keep us blind to what's really going on. You know, it's just like, I just ask anybody, if you really want to dig into any of this stuff, where did they come from? Where did we come from? Not religion, because everybody use religion. Well, Adam, Eve, and that. No, fuck that. Take all that out. Genetically, where did we all come from? And if you dig into that, you be like, okay, we've been here first, but how did they get here? Then you start to know, oh, we created them. You know, so it's just like, oh, they ain't just come out of thin air. We created them. We helped them sustain to be here. They here for a reason. Everybody got a reason to be here. So it's like we all got to occupy this space together. We need to find a way to do it, you know, but you got people out here calling the shots. You know, you got people out here going off history. They weren't even around. People keep saying they had discussions. Oh, Jesus talked to the devil. Like, who was there? Like, people never use common sense. Like, who was there? Who was the eyewitness? Who wrote it down and put this on 1,000 years? Like, nobody. It's just a straight belief. And now it's getting to the point people don't know what to believe when it comes to history, because we don't know. They tell us one thing, then they tell us another thing. They tell us one, but at the same time, we missing out on the present day right now. We creating history right now. 100 years from now, this will be somebody's history. They were like, oh, 100 years ago, they used to be on this show called them. It don't matter. It's just like 1,000 years ago, whatever they was doing, they was focusing on the present time. I know that, you know, so I think a lot of us need to focus mostly on the present time and learn how to work together and stop letting these past history stories they make up divide us. That's why it's called his story, you know. Right. Make it up.
That's right.
Why?
You find somebody that
you said that, Molly. Noticing that keeps repeating itself. Present time is always the present time. Like you said, 10 years ago, that was the present time. 20 years ago, that was the present time. 30 years ago, the present time. The present time is linked to today. It's like a big old loop. It's always the present time, but it's the same thing. Y'all noticing that?
Yeah, I didn't notice
No,
that.
nobody noticing that.
Jesus walked among them, they say. And now we gotta hear about the past and hear these stories, but they got to live it. You know, that's all I'm saying. If it did happen, that was in their present time. They got to walk and live on earth the same time as Christ. They weren't talking about what happened 1,000 years when Christ was out there. Or 2,000 years ago, they was talking about the right now. You know, this guy's up here, he healing, he doing these things. They talking about the present. But now all we do is talk about somebody else past, and we're not sure if it's true. And we got walking hell, it's like Dr. Sebi getting slaughtered. You know, every time somebody come out, they try to do the same things like Jesus, like, you know, people just somehow end up missing or something go wrong with them. So it's just like they want us to depend on them to go to their pharmacies. And when you find out pharmacy is witchcraft, you just be like, everything they doing is demonizing it, and they flip the energy. Everything that was good, they turn bad. Everything that was bad, they turn good. And the more we push into it, the deeper we go down the hole, and it's hard to dig your way back up. So I'm happy Dave, you know, doing this research, he's sharing with people, and I think they need to do it more. You know, y'all got any videos that y'all think we need to talk about in the viewers? Let us know. Not no 10 minutes clips though, Tazzy Taz, you know.
2 minutes, 3 at the most.
15 days is short, nice and short, man. You know, but I don't know. Too many misbreeds out here. And every time I meet one, they be like, well, you know, our ancestors, like, nigga, you got two sides of yours. You know, it ain't my mother and father black, so those my ancestors, you know, at the end of the day. But if your parents white and black, you got two sides. What's wrong with that? But don't just take on one side. Be like, nah, dog. Your grandmother was white. You know, she comes from a nice, like, don't do that. You know, I just don't like that. I just, anything, that's just like somebody's father and they don't acknowledge you as the father. You know, it's just like, nah, you mix, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, your kids gonna have that same blood in them. So if anything happened, they need to know which side they come from. You know, so
right.
Each his own. We all human. We all human. But I don't talk that shit, Monty. I tried to, man. I tried to. We had another question for Kenny, but we're gonna say that for Freaky Friday tomorrow. Destiny. Tomorrow's Friday. So come on. It ain't 30. Tomorrow's Friday, Destiny. So come back on for another Friday.
Okay, should I wear something cuter?
Oh, you can wear what you want to wear. You keep doing what you was doing the last couple Fridays. I ain't never had a problem.
I had a muumuu on, and then I was like, oh shit, it's Friday, and I changed into a noodle strap.
I like surprises. Just surprises. Whatever kind you like.
And pull up on in the muumuu.
Whatever kind you like.
Whatever kind you like.
Interesting fact about the witch trials, by the way, just throwing that out there, because I actually had like 4 billion polka dots to make, but the witch trials one is really interesting as well. For you to throw that out there. An apothecary and a witch were very different. An apothecary ground up things and created medications. A witch was usually a woman whose husband passed away and she owned property and somebody wanted that property, or a chick that slept with a married man and he wanted her to go the fuck away. So he said she's a witch. There was scandal behind every single witch. For the record.
Yeah. I feel you on that. That's can be something we can talk about on a Thursday. To tally up on it for the next week for real, but I want to hear about that Egyptian sex shit you was talking about when it comes to do your research.
That thought, Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got a little bit of a note on the actual subject that we watched, all the videos that Funny Man brought up. Sure. Anybody's interested? I was just talking about this shit just the other day. Before we could research shit, right? Before we could learn and have knowledge, then prior to that, it was really do whatever you have been told to do. It was very straightforward. You literally just believed everything that was said to you. The IQs weren't strong enough to have to give a fuck. It was, as far as I know, take care of chickens, plow the fields, you know, blah 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 blah, and that was as basic as you needed to be. You only had to believe whatever applied to you, and that's why you know, Christianity swept so damn easily whenever it hit you know, white people at that time, and because all they needed to be was told, and that was it. So at a, you know, before the Industrial Revolution, when everybody is still living off of the land and they actually believe in their souls that this land is supposed to be theirs, it's not supposed to be the Indians. Why are the Indians on my land? This was promised to me. They actually just believed it. It's not that they believed they were doing anything wrong. They were just dumb enough to believe that shit. So for in a time like that, history is not bold enough. It's not capitalized. Legends and myths still exist, whereas these days you don't have them, because you don't hear about, you know, this guy playing baseball hit the fucking ball 400 yards. No, because you can see on TV what he actually did. So legends are dying off. And in the time where legends were still able to be a thing because you couldn't prove that shit, then it really was as easy as assume that most people haven't seen them and cover up anything that people might actually see at some point and make it white. And that is how easy it was to whitewash history. So I've in listening to today's lesson, I do want to do my own research, but fuck, this has been a fun one for me mentally. Just saying.
Yeah, please do y'all research, because it ain't really no tricks or no internet. Like all this stuff existed before all this stuff. We had some smart people. If you look at these buildings and stuff was built in the 1800s and stuff, these people was not slow. You couldn't easily just trick them. Like all this stuff is not new. Like definitely the Moors probably was still the smartest human beings on earth. And that's why they created school to dumb us down. It ain't got nothing to do with it. So I think they knew what was going on. It wasn't no like we can just whitewash this shit. It was like, no, we kill everybody. And whoever left over, they POWs, prisoners of war. And now you can set and reset things how you want to reset things. I just like when we use common sense and we own something, we in our house, we won't allow somebody just walk in our house and say, well, I like to own this. I wrote it on a piece of paper. You know, it's just like, hold on, Slim. And down he read our stories and be like, we're going to take all these books and rewrite them. Like, no, how you get the power to do that? Obviously, you killed off everything or everybody who had the power that wrote them books before you. So I just think the more you read into history, you see a lot of blood was shed. Then nothing changed without blood being shed. So it's just like, that's probably what it's going to come to. That's why it always come to war. It always end the war. It always got to end in bloodshed. So we're going to start with you, Des. Give us some good energy before you get out of here, Queens. About that time.
Alrighty, well, good energy. Don't let shit you don't really know bother you too much, and if you want to know it bad enough, go research it. At the end of the day, you should be somebody that you are proud of. So if you're not proud of yourself, go do something you're proud of, and then brag to your damn self. Fuck those motherfuckers. Sorry. All right, so this, yeah. All right, so this right here, they got even tinier. I have bad eyeballs, dude. Okay, well, it's comedy night. It's in New Orleans. It's at the Howling Wolf. It's got me, Stewardess Beasley, hosted by Dustin Eggers. That is on the 21st of this month. Like I said, Howling Wolf in New Orleans. The address is on the poster. The show starts at 11 because we are also doing a comedic Q&A with Afroman, so that'll be pretty fun. Pretty sure that was all the information, yeah. And then this one's like, I'm super hype about this one, okay, because this one is the first thing that like I am the sole producer and host of. So this one is going to be at the Veterans of Foreign Wars, the VFW. I looked that up. VFW post of 7320. That is in Saraland, Alabama at 244 Old Telegraph Road. Show starts at, or the doors open at 7:30 and the show starts at 8. That does have the military man himself, Crankus Gillespie, as the headliner. We've got the musical comedian Frog, the one-armed stallion, Compton Smith, and a local favorite to individuals that frequent the Crescent Theater, Joe Afonso. If you want tickets, you can go ahead and get them at either scanning that QR code if you're able, or going to www.crankus.com. So y'all can do that. And if you show up early, you can also get a steak dinner. Apparently, $23 a plate. Do I need to make a separate poster for that?
No, you don't have to. What's included in this?
Yeah, that one's sold by the veterans, and a portion of ticket sales goes to the veterans as well. So you show up early, get a steak dinner before the show. It's good shit.
I love the upgrades and changes on your flyers too.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice presentation.
Thank you.
Money Man Green, give us some good energy before you get out of here, King.
Coffee on the dash, pages in your hand, big new small right at your command.
Yeah, you feel off a little bit, but there you go.
Okay, so some good energy is, they say knowledge is power. So in order to take away your power, they try to turn you into dummies or whatever they got now. So basically, same thing with Decky said. Make sure you do your own research. You know what I mean, and gain your power back.
Gain your power back.
Good shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is no place. Listen, no place like home. You got a few people that's gonna be in attendance. Shout out to the host of the show, David Funny Man Green. You got performances by Warren Johnson, Alex Barnes, this is Chris Lyrical Cool McKenzie, and you got a comedian Ricky Bordak in attendance. This is going to be at 249 Virginia Avenue in Cumberland, Maryland. Tickets for this event are going to be $20 all the way around. Don't have to worry about an early bird special. Don't have to worry about getting your tickets late, because it's $20 all around. It's a BYOB event. Y'all know what that means. All adults that should be drinking at a legal age know what BYOB means. This is on May 29th of this year. Obviously, you got music by DJ Blaze, so shout out to him for being on the ones and twos. Once again, keeping the music held down by, for David Green at his event place. So shout out to everybody involved. Shout out to the Crab Queen as well.
Mm-hmm. Get down to Cumberland, y'all. Get some good energy. When you get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, we done talked about it, man. Don't be a sheep, be a shepherd, man. Go out there and check your information for yourself. I mean, people will tell you anything, but what you learn is what you know. All right, keep it moving.
This is Let's Get Ready to Funny at 2 Max Barbershop. They are presenting the Melee 2 comedy show. You got a few people in attendance. Shout out to Philip Page. Not only can you reach out to Philip Page for comedy and events around comedy, but you can reach out to him for information as well when it comes to the events and things that he's bringing forward, information about mayor candidates and voter registration and stuff as well. This event is going to be at 6307 Georgia Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C., 20011 for the zip code. On May 30th, you got Ronald B.C. Harris, you got D.C. Baker, you got Kimberly Tucker, and you got Althea McFarland. Not only, you got plenty of reasons to reach out. I don't need to say too much more. You got plenty of reasons to reach out and show up to this event.
You already know the Morning Max.
Want some good energy? That's not a camera on me.
Good energy, Ray.
Good energy. You listening? Love your life, live your life, and love those around you.
I like that.
Oh, that's May 23rd. Hey. That's going to be the big rumble in the jungle.
Yeah,
It's the
11
McFarlane Entertainment, but it's the Morning Mac Show production, baby.
May 23rd.
Molly Trey, y'all want to read?
North
Well,
Carolina.
I could go off the.
2109.
If you want me to go off the cuff.
Road. Oh, you can try it. Go ahead. I got you. You should get something.
Okay, only thing I can't see is the address.
You don't
But
need
that's May 23rd at Terminal 8 Bar and Lounge in Raleigh, North Carolina. Showtime starts at the doors open at 7 o'clock. Showtime starts at 8. It's a cash bar, 50-50 raffle, door prizes. We're selling all the Morning Mac merch. It's a cash bar, and food is available for you guys to purchase for your consumption. The lineup is as follows. It's hosted by the Gwen Factor. We got Gerald Brown, Jawan Camp, Mimi Manning, and myself, headlining myself. We're gonna have a turn up, and we got 2 special musical guests at the end. So I can't say more. I can't say less. Hey, but
Can't say less.
yeah,
I think you got everybody.
it's a good time.
Yeah, I think you got everybody on that one.
May 23rd. Yeah, the special guest at the end. So it's gonna be worth it's gonna be worth the wait. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Yes, we is. Make sure y'all tap in with us. Straight money. Good energy before we go, brother.
It is that you put your mind to. If you really believe that you can do it, you can do it. Like I say all the time, stay tunnel vision on whatever it is that you're focused on, and you will get there. Believe that you can get there. Put the words out in the atmosphere when you wake up in the morning. Give yourself things to face every morning so that, you stay streamlined on whatever your goals are. You don't need motivation from the outside. Give it to yourself.
And then what is tomorrow? Freaky Friday. 10:30 to probably 1 o'clock. We don't know. It might go overtime, depending on how the conversation go. I just advise everybody to just be willing to learn. Always just assume that you don't know something. Even if you already know it, but you at least get a person a chance to hear them out, because they might listen to something that you didn't know. I think we get a lot of debates on who want to know the most, instead of coming together and saying like how much information you know and how much we know, and then we can put it together. We can come up with some better solutions. But the more we get in this debate, we come from here, they come from there. All this is secondhand passed down information. So it's like, let's just come together and just come up with things on our own. Let's start creating our own stories and writing our own books. Let's write about the heroes for today, so the kids 100 years from now can know about the people that we actually with the marks and walking them out that did great things. That's all I hear. It's old stories about all these other people who already lived and died. It's like, come on, man, let's talk about our living. So when we go, these kids will know a little bit about us. Other than that, peace and love. We catch y'all tomorrow, Freaky Friday.
Aren't you at the conversation tonight, right?
No, I had to cancel that because I'm under the weather.
Okay.
No, Reese's got to look up Roman porn tonight.
Hey, Roman corn.
Bring the facts.
Reese, you better bring up that flower they pushed to extinction. That was a good one.
Frost with a rose on it.
Yeah, Lord mercy. That was, okay. All right, be ready for it tomorrow, 10:30, 12:30.
I will.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
All right, fam.
All right, y'all. Love y'all.
Pages in your hand, big news, small laughs, right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that wreck. Listen close, now it's time to rise. One more minute, then open your eyes. Strings come up and the horns say go. You already know the Morning Mac Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Mac Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Mac Show. Hot take in the mix, but it still can reach. Call her on the line, laughs in every room, from your front porch chair to your work day Zoom. Hands up.